So let's continue with the second part of the ethical consideration. So the recent release and fast becoming popular generative AI public applications such as ChatGPT, DALL-E, which are trained on existing content to generate new content, amplify the ethical issues related to AI, introducing risks related to misinformation, plagiarism, copyright infringement, and harmful content. Benefits of ethical AI: the rapid acceleration in AI adoption across businesses has coincided with and in many cases helped fuel two major trends, that is the rise of customer centricity and the rise in social activism. Businesses are rewarded not only for providing personalized products and services but also for upholding customer values and doing good for society in which they operate, said Sudhir Jha, CEO and Executive Vice President, Bridgetown Unit, MasterCard. What is an AI code and ethics? A proactive approach to ensuring ethical AI requires addressing three key areas according to Jason Shepard, CEO at Nubix. Policy. This includes developing the appropriate framework for driving standardization and establishing regulations. Documents like Asilomore AI principles can be used to start the conversation. Government agencies in the United States, Europe, and elsewhere have launched efforts to ensure ethical AI and a raft of standards, tools, and techniques from research bodies, vendors, and academic institutions are available to help organizations craft AI policy. Ethical AI policies will need to be addressed to how to deal with the legal issues when something goes wrong. Companies should consider incorporating AI policies into their own codes of conduct, but effectiveness will depend on employees following the rules, which may not always be realistic when money or prestige are in the line. Education. Executives, data scientists, frontline employees, and consumers all need to understand policies, key considerations, and potential negative impacts of unethical AI and fake data. One big concern in the trade-offs between ease of around data sharing and AI automation and the potential negative repercussion of oversharing or adverse automation. Ultimately, consumers' willingness to proactively take control of their data and pay attention to potential threats enabled by AI is a complex equation based on a combination of instant gratification, value, perception, and risk, Shepard said. Technology executives also need to architect AI systems to automatically detect fake data and unethical behavior. This requires not just looking at a company's own AI but vetting suppliers and partners for their malicious use of AI. Examples include the deployment of deepfake videos and text to undermine a competitor, or the use of AI to launch sophisticated cyber attacks. This will become more of an issue as AI tools become commoditized. To combat this potential snowball effect, organizations need to invest in defensive measures rooted in the open, transparent, and trusted AI infrastructure. Shepard believes that this will give rise to the adoption of trust fabrics that provide a system-level approach to automating privacy assurance, ensuring data confidence, and detecting ethical use of AI. Examples of AI codes of ethics. An AI code of ethics can spell out the principles and provide the motivation that drive approximate or appropriate behavior. For example, MasterCard Jha said he is currently working with the following tenets to help develop the company's current AI code of ethics. An ethical AI system must be inclusive, explainable, have a positive purpose, and use data responsibly. An inclusive AI system is unbiased and works equally well across all spectra of society. This requires full knowledge of each data source used to train the AI models in order to ensure no inherent bias in the data set. It also requires a careful and audit of the trained model to filter any problematic attributes learned in the process, and the model need to be closely monitored to ensure no corruption occurs in the future as well. An explainable AI system supports the governance required of the companies to ensure that ethical use of AI. It is hard to be confident in the actions of a system that cannot be explained. Attaining confidence might entail a trade-off in which a small compromise in model performance is made in order to select an algorithm that can be explained. An AI system endowed with a positive purpose aims, for example, reduce fraud, eliminate waste, reward people, slow climate change, cure disease, etc. Any technology can be used for doing harm. It is imperative that we think of ways to safeguard AI from being exploited for bad purposes. This will be a tough challenge, but even the wide scope and scale of AI, the risk of not addressing this challenge and misusing this technology is far greater than ever before. An AI system that uses data responsibly observes data privacy rights. Data is key to an AI system, and often more data results in better models. However, it is critical that in the race of collect more and more data, people's right to privacy and transparency isn't sacrificed. Responsible collection, management, and use of data is essential to creating an AI system that can be trusted. In an ideal world, data should not be collected when needed, not continuously, and granularity of data should be as narrow as possible. For example, if an application only needs zip code level geolocation data to provide weather prediction, it shouldn't collect the exact location of the consumer, and a system should routinely delete data that is no longer required. The future of ethical AI, since ethical is side of its is evolving, different ideas and debates are going on. Some argue that an AI code of ethics can quickly become out of date and that is more proactive approaches required to adapt to a rapidly evolving field. Arijit Sengupta, founder and CEO of iBuild, an AI development platform, said, "The fundamental problem with an AI code of ethics is that it's reactive, not proactive. We intend to define things like bias and go looking for bias and trying it eliminate as it is possible. A reactive approach can have trouble dealing with bias embedded in the data. For example, if women have not historically received loans at the appropriate rate, that will be woven into the data in multiple ways. If you remove variables related to gender, AI will just pick up other variables that serve as proxy for gender," Sengupta said. He believes that the future of ethical AI needs to talk about defining fairness and societal norms. So for example, at a lending bank, management and AI teams would need to decide whether they want to aim for equal consideration, for example, loans process and an equal rate of all races. Proportional results, success rate for each race is relatively equal or equal impact, ensuring a proportional amount of loans goes to each race. The focus needs to be on guiding principle rather than on something to avoid, Sengupta said. Most people would agree that it is easier and more effective to teach children what their guiding principles should be, rather than to list out every possible decision they might encounter and tell them what to do and what not to do. That's the approach we are taking with AI ethics, Sengupta said. We are telling a child everything it can and cannot do, instead of providing guiding principles and then allowing them to figure it out for themselves. For now, we have to turn to humans to develop rules and technologies that promote responsible AI. Shepard said this tech includes programming products and offer that protect human interests and are not biased against certain groups, such as minority groups, those with the special needs, and the poor. The latter is especially concerning as AI has the potential to spur massive societal, social, and economic warfare, furthering the divide between those who can afford technology, including human augmentation, and those who cannot. Society also urgently needs to plan for the unethical use of AI by bad people. Today's AI systems range from fancy rules engines to machine learning models that automate simple tasks to generative AI systems that mimic human intelligence. It may be in the decades before more sentient else begin to emerge that can automate their own unethical behavior at a scale that humans wouldn't be able to keep up with. Shepard said, but given a rapid evolution of AI, now is the time to develop and guardrails to prevent this scenario. Thank you.